Hey, Jimmy, can you pull up that GoPackGo all day so we can like and subscribe?
Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's GoPackGo all day. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons. And today we are going to predict the record for the Green Bay Packers 2025 NFL season. So the Green Bay Packers start off at home against Detroit Lions. And the Packers take this dub because they were extremely pissed off with how the officiating was in the previous game on Thursday night last season. It was like the Packers versus the Lions and the refs. So the Packers are circling this game for sure and will come back and win this first game against the Lions. And then 4 days later, the Packers go up against the Commies, and the Packers take this dub. Even though the Washington Commies are a playoff contending team, the Packers take this dub. Then the following week, the Packers go out to Cleveland to take on the Brownies. Packers take the dub here. Then a week later, the Packers go to Dallas to go to Jerryland and take on the Dallas Cowgirls. Obviously, this is a dub here. The Packers are just really good against the Cowgirls at night in Jerryland. Then week 5, the bye week. They get to rest up their players, rest them up to go up against the Bengals at home. And I think the Packers take the dub, even though everybody thinks that the Bengals are going to beat the Packers here. Yes, the Bengals have a great offense with Joe Burrow and company. Got a decent defensive line, of course, but Packers take the dub here. Then the Packers go out to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. The Packers take the dub there. Then the Packers go to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Their first loss here in Week 8, sadly. Pittsburgh has a really good defense. And then the Packers go up against the Panthers at home, and they take the dub. Then the Packers have obviously circled this game against the Philadelphia Eagles at home on Monday Night Football. Packers were not happy with the outcome of the playoffs. And so the Packers were also not happy with how things have gone with that first game in Brazil against the Eagles. So I think the Packers take this dub. As long as this game is called right down the middle, Packers take the dub in against the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Then the following week, the Packers go out to New York and take on the Giants. And I think the Packers take the dub there. Then the Packers go home and take on the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings have a really good defense, but the Packers' offense has gotten way better. And I think the Packers take the dub. Then the Packers go out to Detroit and take on the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Packers take the loss there. Then the Packers take on the Chicago embarrassing Bears at home. It's a dub there. Then the Packers go out to Denver and take on the Broncos. Even though the Broncos are a playoff contending team, the Packers take the dub. Then the Packers go out to Chicago. It's basically a bear sandwich here. Packers take the dub in Chicago against the embarrassing Bears. Then the Packers take on the Ravens at home. I think at this point, these games don't really matter a whole lot. And so the Packers will lose to the Ravens. And then they go out to Minnesota and take on the Vikings, and that's a loss. So I have the Packers losing a total of 4 games and winning a total of 13 games to be in the playoffs and keeping their spot, reclaiming their spot in the NFC North. And they are going to be a very contending team. As long as the key players stay healthy, the Green Bay Packers make it to the Super Bowl and possibly winning the Super Bowl. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons, and go Pack Go all day.
You heard it from a fan right here. Pack is back.
Listen up. Subscribe to GoPackGo all day. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.